Hey everybody, so if you're in this group, I'm probably going to be preaching to the choir because if you already like building things, you figured a lot of this stuff out already. But I just want to kind of touch basis on, some of the basic tools of our trade, I guess you could say, because when it comes to making stuff, sometimes you got to get it real creative. When I was a kid, like I said, I used to take all kind of electronics. If I was asked to, I'd try and fix them. But, other than that, though, broken VCRs, broken radios, heck, did I mess with a TV? Almost, but no. So no, but like literally whatever parts you can get, scrap, spare parts, and all kind of stuff. Obviously, that's one source of your materials. And now I know that like a lot of young kids are definitely not going to be sitting here taking too many big things apart. If you're like a grade schooler, which is kind of where I want, the baseline of this group to actually be, if you're like sixth grade, middle school, that's kind of where I was at when I was actually first building. So I figured this is kind of, from grade school to adult, but there's a thing called papercraft. I don't know if many of you know about this, but there's tons of templates online. You can literally go online and download a ridiculous paper kit, as it were. You take heavy cardstock, you go ahead and actually cut the shapes out. You first you print them, obviously, and then you cut the shapes out, and then you glue these things, fold them on their fold lines and everything together, and they become whatever. Like if you wanted to make a papercraft Gundam or like a transformer or something, that is absolutely on the table. And the intricacy of these things are wild. I have never seen so much creativity in a community. That is a huge community. Papercraft is gigantic. I mean, talking Pokemon to the Statue of Liberty to whatever Star Trek ship you can think to make. I have seen some of the coolest, and I have made the Voyager. It is awesome. So, yeah, Papercraft is an awesome community. You know, honestly, I'm thinking recyclables, plastic bottles, Tupperware containers. Listen, anything you can get your hands on, obviously, those are the things that you really want to mess with because they're pliable. Yes, I used to sit there and take a screwdriver and burn holes through, like, I'd heat the screwdriver, tip of the screwdriver up, and I'd burn my holes that I needed into the Tupperware. I'm not condoning that, kids. Don't sit there and have your parents yell at me and sue me. He told me to do it. Yeah, no, no, no. I'm telling you right now not to do it if you don't have your parents' permission. So go ask them, okay? I'm not getting in trouble for that. But literally, there's so much out there. Also, what's really kind of cool is now, because when I was a kid, none of the 3D printers were available. CAD programs, you had to have like an engineering degree and work for Chrysler, GM, or Ford. There was no hands-on these things. Not until I was at least 15, I believe. At least that I knew about, because in my computer class I found out that, hey, there is something called ProtoCAD back in the day, and I was able to actually do CAD for the very first time. Of course, I didn't know what to do with it, and I played with it, and I tested it, and it was really cool, and I actually learned how to use it. And, that's kind of like sparked my interest in actually becoming a draftsman, because that way I was able to actually design whatever I wanted to. But no, TinkerCAD is a thing, and you'll be able to actually get access to TinkerCAD here, because I have the educator's license that allows me to go ahead and actually give free licenses to TinkerCAD, which is awesome, which I'll be setting that up shortly. And so people will be able to take their kids and set them up for TinkerCAD. If you're a little bit older, I suggest many other tools like Onshape. Onshape is a really cool free tool that you can actually use. You don't ever have to pay for it, okay? Just, keep it a free account. And literally, if you want to hone your skills, or let's say, for instance, you have skills transferable to SolidWorks, well, the interface allows you to actually set everything to work like SolidWorks, or whatever your favorite CAD program is. It's a really amazing tool that allows you to do so many different things, included solid modeling, which is awesome. So if you actually want to do anything that's going to maybe become production ready, that would actually be the tool to use, which is awesome. I keep saying that word awesome. I think it's awesome. A friend of mine's Joe Rapari. He's on the group. He's going to be talking about, he'll actually be teaching classes on how to do 3D printing. I think he's amazing. Basically, if you've ever seen any of his work, you need to check out GigaPrints on TikTok. Is it GigaPrints or Joe? Please forgive me. I'm sorry. But just look up Joe Rapari. You'll be able to find him inside of the group, and look up his 3D printing company. He's got a huge setup. He is really cool. And you also check him out because he's usually doing different shows and stuff like that, showing off his stuff. So definitely check him out. But honestly, like there's so many other tools that you can actually get your hands on. Like one of my favorite tools, my go-to, the Dremel. Seriously, this thing is priceless. I cannot explain to you how many different tools in one it actually is. It's a saw, goodness, it's a drill press, it's all kind of stuff. It's wild. It is one of the best tools I have ever come across. And many of my builds, basically, because I use some advanced tool set, advanced materials. I'll go to the hardware store and I'll get Pyrex, I'll get metal, and I'll get all kind of other stuff. This is a great tool to have at your arsenal. You know, obviously, you know, you can use hammers and screwdrivers and stuff like that. I've got a regular drill, you know, if I need to do anything really big, really heavy or whatever, but honestly, a Dremel's freaking awesome. So, I mean, this is just some of the things that I've come across that have really helped me to actually build things. You know, of course, there's something to be said about doing your research and learning a little bit of electrical, doing certain engineering projects. This is going alongside, if you saw the post that I put up inside of my projects, this is my first prototype. I'll get more into this later. It's kind of cool, and I'll throw up pictures as to what this is. But yeah, so I just want to go ahead and actually throw that out there. And you know, just get your feedback. Guys, tell me, what kind of stuff are you actually using? 3D printing is amazing, and my tripod's kind of going back and forth, which is weird, but 3D printing is amazing, and CAD is awesome. What kind of stuff have you actually done? Construction paper, glue, I mean, what are we talking? I don't care what it is. You know, gadgets are gadgets, and creativity is creativity. Also, I don't know if many of you actually know how to do graphics. You know, I've been doing graphics for almost 24 years, so I'll be definitely putting some stuff up here for that. There's some really great free tools that you can actually use online, freely downloaded. People don't like to pay $1 million a month to Adobe, so therefore they made their own tools, which is actually really cool. So honestly, you know, I'll be putting some things up on that. But I really want to blow this group up. I think this will be so much fun for so many people. And guys, if you have kids, bring them in. They're going to love this. Trust me, it's going to be the best thing in the world for creatives. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. I just want to go ahead and actually reach out to you this morning. Actually, it's officially now this afternoon, and I've been working on all kind of stuff today, so I just wanted to go ahead and actually touch base with you, and I'll put up more posts. Usually I'll probably be posting between 3 and 5 times a day, as much as I can going forward. But yeah, guys, I want to hear your thoughts. So comment below, like the post, and definitely let's do some really cool stuff. Later, guys. Talk to you soon.